Hello. God damn it! Oh!
What?
There it is! Picked the wrong overlay.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, because we did all this on the wrong file thing. Anyway, welcome to Beyond the Rift, where technical difficulties run rampant in everything that we do.
Hey,
and
just like
we're only
Beyond the
starting.
Rift.
We're only. Yeah. What?
Just like
League of Legends?
Just like League of
We
Legends.
are following in League of Legends' footsteps by having constant technical difficulties.
For no apparent
sorry
reason.
if we pegged out your earphones. We'll turn ourselves down just a little bit so we don't blast everybody out of the window. I'm your host, Demon Machine, with my co-host, Revel. We also have Forecourt Jester, Vaniel, and MOBA Champions, also known as Nazdi. And so we're going to have a lovely discussion with all of them today.
Yes.
So everybody say hi. There has to be this silence every time everybody says hi. I say
hi.
It just never fails. It's like, say hi, and everybody goes very quiet. Very quiet.
Hey,
I choked. Damn it.
Yeah, for everyone listening that's not in the chat, please get in the chat if you want to win some RP, because that's how I know who's here and who's not.
Yes, we're giving away 2 RP cards.
$10 RP.
$10 RP cards.
Yep.
Not $1 million RP cards, so don't get too excited.
Yeah.
I'm not that rich, no.
You say that. You know, there was, on the rich note thing, there was a funny thing. I was looking at the back of a van, and it had the 2, maybe it was on XKCD. It had the little, the people logos.
Yeah.
Where you have, like, little stick figures of the family with the mom, the dad, and the dog, and the kids. And so they had the one with the extended family that's, like, got, like, 5 kids, and then there's this other van next to it that's got 2 parents, and then a stack of money. I was like, that is so true. Oh, I don't have any money.
Yes, but you have 3 kids.
I do have 3 kids, and 2 of them are
That's
asleep. in
kind
bed.
of like money.
It's better than any money you can get.
It is. I will say that they're very cool. So, how's everybody doing today?
Yes. How are you doing? What's up?
Good.
Same
thanks.
old, same old.
We're gonna start with you, Jester. What's new? What's new in the world of Jesterland?
The world of Jesterland! Well, we got the Rampage tournament coming up. I'm going to be hosting one of those in the coming weeks, but this weekend, Cyber Sports Network and I are going to be hosting the Dawn of Champions, League of Legends King of the Hill kind of tournament.
Nice.
It goes only over 2 days, but I'm going to be up there with Eileen Sun on the Cyber Sports Network, and they're going to be taking care of all the post-op, which is great because I hate doing post-op. I love doing commentary, I hate doing post-op. So that'll be this weekend, and other than that, MOBA Weekly, Beyond the Rift, MOBA Cast, MOBA Champions, there's lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, Jester, do you like doing pre-op more than you like doing post-op? I'm just...
I don't like doing any op.
Yay up.
Op.
So, Vaniel, since you
Yes?
are giver aware of things, what's interesting on your life right now?
Yeah. What's going on?
Nothing much. I'm just working. Got new flooring downstairs. It's kind of nice. So
What kind of
just trying
flooring?
to. I've been itching to play some ranked games, and I haven't been able to because it's been disabled. But now that they're back up, I plan on hitting it kind of hard. Trying to get up there because I missed gold last time because of trolls, but it wasn't me at all.
Trolls.
Let me guess, you solo queued?
Absolutely.
Everything makes sense now.
Yeah.
And then Nazdi, how is life in the MOBA Champions world?
Well, the MOBA Champions has a lot of big plans coming.
What do we got?
We'll get in details more later, but we've been in touch with Toby One Kenobi and Ice Frog, and hopefully some really, really big plans coming from MOBA Champions and Dota 2. So we'll get into that later.
Yes, and if you didn't know, our show and MOBA Champions are like best buddies. So we hang out with the MOBA Champions guys, and they like us a lot too. So
Well, Nazdi does.
at least Nazdi.
At least one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I keep stealing away little people at a time just to make
Little
them come
people?
watch. Yes, little people, because they're little words on a screen. So, anyway, what's first on our list of things to talk about?
First on our list of things to talk about
Is scrolling.
we have scrolling. Yes. Escort events.
Esports events. I thought I was the one that couldn't read.
No vision.
So, we just had the
Escort events.
Stop!
You saying escort?
Yes, he said escort events, and I was like,
We're
that's
running an escort service now? You didn't
Yes.
tell
That is
me?
here in Vegas, right?
right. We're based out of Vegas with a satellite office in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
But we did have the
national.
Rampage tournament this weekend from Well Played, which I watched that, and it was very good. So, who watched the most of it that wants to get it? Because I got to see most of it and not really listen to anything because there are children running around everywhere. But I watched the games, and they were very good. Who has the inside scoop?
Can't help you with that. I spent the whole weekend sick.
Really?
That's no
Oh,
good.
that explains so much now.
Yep.
The Rampage games were good. A lot of the production on the side of Well Played went over very well. Reddit was very happy with it. Overall, I think they had something like 4K viewers at one point.
Not bad.
So not shabby, not shabby.
Nope.
But the VODs, if you've noticed, they have the VODs integrated onto the page, and the Twitch TV encodings are actually a little borked because that was the weekend they were hosting DreamHack Valencia, big StarCraft 2 stuff, and I think I overloaded the Twitch servers because it didn't come out very well, that VOD. They put out a public release statement saying tons of lag, everybody affected everywhere. So the VODs
Nice.
themselves, not so good. It's like the audio and the video are totally desynced, and it just almost at points sounds like the casters are talking over each other.
Ouch.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks
So
a lot.
live, it was great, but
Yeah.
not live, not so good. Thanks, Twitch.
Well then, it's good that I haven't tried to look up the VOD because I'd have been very frustrated. Because I was going to do that. And I was going to try to do that before today, but it didn't work out. So,
No.
but who played? It was I want to say
Rock solid in
Yes.
complexity, I believe.
RS. That's what I was thinking. Yes, Rock Solid in complexity, and Rock Solid ended up winning, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they've proven themselves to be now a top quality team, beating
Yeah.
out CLG as well as Solo Mid, even stealing one of the seeds for IEM New York, and now CLG is actually not going because they did lose to Rock Solid. They
Yeah.
went on then to beat Solo Mid, and yeah, if they can beat those kind of teams, Complexity, as much as I love Complexity and their players, they didn't really seem to put up too much of a fight.
No, they got pretty rolled.
Stomped, yeah.
So, well, I guess that's any other esports events that I haven't mentioned, like anything in the Dota scene or Han scene coming up.
Well, in terms of League of Legends, just before we leave it, they are doing the Sound Blaster National Cups. So Germany went up against Canada today, and I think Germany was up against US previous weeks. Colby Cheese and National ESL has been covering those, and they've been having various pro players on there not representing. So
Where can we find those?
that's been going off very
National
well.
ESL site?
Yep, nationalesl.com. You should be able to find the VODs probably on the Colby Cheese site since he was recording and uploading it at the time.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Rampage, the Beyond the Dawn, Go for LOL stuff as per norm. And some of the smaller tournaments have been going off as well, like some of the EU specific ones. But I don't really have too many specifics on those.
I got some of our viewers are saying Germany,
it was
versus,
Germany versus USA today.
today, and USA won 2-1. So
I thought it was Canada. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's the
Maybe
same
they're
thing. You
wrong.
guys are just... We'll annex you guys sooner or later.
I could have sworn Colby tweeted it was Canada. Let me double check.
Isn't there a tournament coming up soon on a Sunday?
No, Germany versus USA. I'm just dumb. Okay.
no, we can't be 100% all the time. It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Canada versus Germany was tweeted September 16th, so that's what I'm remembering. Yeah, that was
You're only 4 days away.
4 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it happened, but
Hey, there's only so much going on at the one time. We can only keep up with so much stuff. Although, I will say, things have calmed down. Sorry, I knocked on the desk, which is nice and woody.
knock on wood.
Yes.
In terms of Han, they got the Super Series still going. The Fnatic beat it, but Hancast is basically doing most of the coverage on that. So
Nice.
if you want to catch up on that, go over to the Hancast site. Rise of Immortals was released. You guys remember that game?
Yep. Played a little bit.
Exactly.
As a laugh comes out of it.
Played it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those games that it can be what you like. You just got to get used to it. Is a big thing. A lot of the thing with the different MOBAs, you either already know it or you have to really get used to a very large learning curve. And so it's just learning all of the items. It's like starting a new MMO. There's always a million different items you have to know. And so everybody calls you a noob when you don't know every single one of them because they've been playing it since the alpha, beta, pre-beta, alpha period. So yes, etc.
The thing, yeah.
And so, I was playing it a little bit. It seemed pretty fun. I'm not too thrilled about the MMO style waiting room. It seems like it's a server killer by itself, because you got this room with all these people walking around, and it's just like, why don't you stress our servers harder? If we really want to get a lot of people on here, if we get 50,000 people, and I hope they have obviously different rooms. But it's going to get really crowded real quick, and you're going to be trying to find your buddy, and you're going to be 500 people on top of each other. So, I don't know. We'll find out. See how well that does.
That and 3/4 of the champions are just copies from League of Legends anyway, so...
Yeah, and also isn't it, like... I was reading an article on Well Played, actually. They had an article about Know Your MOBAs, where they're saying that Rise of Immortals is almost... It's like a hybrid MMO/MOBA, because you pick, like, one character that you stick with, and then you level them and yourself up and blah, blah, blah. It's not like League of Legends, per se, where you can just pick whatever, you want for that game. Am I correct in that, or am I just wholly off? Because I thought that's how it worked.
That's about right.
People don't agree with me. I just go...
No, each Immortal, basically each Immortal has its own skill tree, or talent tree, and then as you play games, that champion level, or that Immortal levels up, and then you can put the skill points or whatever into whatever tree you want. But then if you switch to another champion, you want to play someone else, and you got to start all over at level 1 and level them up and all that. So I don't know.
It sounds like it could really be one of those people who are tired of MMOs that want a time sink. Because I don't need a time sink. I need a time expander.
We already have enough time sinks.
Yeah. All of the time is going down the sink.
Yeah.
So,
that's alright, at least it's not stopped up. Maybe that's a good thing if it was. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, you train wrecked my thought process. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
No, sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
Anytime.
Is Realm of the Titans out yet? Or is it still in beta?
Beta ended.
They closed
I think they closed it. Yeah, they
They
did.
did.
Okay. Because
I played it. I wasn't impressed at all, to be honest with you, but that's just, that's just because I'm a...
You're a
League of Legends...
cheeky bastard.
Yeah, I'm a League of Legends fanboy, so...
It wasn't terrible. It already had a working spec UI, so...
Yeah, I mean, that already makes it better than League of Legends. Jesus. I can't get started on not spectator mode. Can't start. No. Must
we gotta save it until the end of the show.
Yes. So, next on our lovely little list of things to talk about today is Dominion release has been delayed, but now it's the limited betas coming soon.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's been, of course, the trademark soon when it's going to be released. Any speculative predictions on when they're going to open the open beta?
Next month.
I don't know. They said they're going to do it at non-peak hours. I don't know what world they live on, because the amount of people that League of Legends has playing now, I don't know what non-peak hours of them are. I really don't.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, well, non-peak hours, well, you have people from North America and Europe and probably China. So, I mean, when are non-peak hours exactly?
That's all 24 hours of the day. I mean, I'm sure they're probably talking about, like...
I'm sure on their servers there's, like, certain time periods, but...
Like, say, there's a big hit right when the East Coast gets off of work, or, there's a big lull after midnight, or, something like that. Which sucks for pretty much anybody who has any kind of schedule that can't play on non-peak hours. That's the thing that kind of makes me a little aggravated. It's like, so I'm going to have to wake up early Sunday morning or something like that and play, or stay up really late Friday, but then everybody else will be doing the same thing. Suddenly, I bet you, as soon as they do that with Dominion, non-peak hours are going to become peak hours.
I was about to bring up that point.
It's going to be completely flipped. Everybody's going to say, screw 5 vs. 5, I want to play Dominion, and then...
Screw work, I want to play Dominion.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a massive
You said they delayed Dominion by a couple weeks. I have never seen a red post claiming that Dominion should be released at any date, so you can't talk about postponing a release if they never had a release date.
This is very true.
Yeah, they're like, well, we're gonna postpone it, but you know,
We haven't announced it. I thought they
They never
originally
announced the
scheduled
date,
it
never.
for the 16th, though.
Dominion?
Yeah, like the 16th of September, I want to say.
I haven't seen that.
That number comes
Next
to mind.
year, yeah.
Do what?
They
Next
said
year,
no.
yeah.
next year.
Yeah, next year. No, they said that they were gonna. Well, originally they were gonna open it, or they were gonna release it 2 or 3 weeks after the Riven patch. But then the Riven patch got delayed, and then this one now is being delayed. So it's probably gonna end up being 6 weeks, 7
Was
weeks.
the
I
Riven
don't-
patch? Wasn't the Riven patch the one that was crashing people? Yeah.
Well,
No.
yeah, when it finally came out, yeah, it was. There was a problem with the patcher, so people that were patching were getting all sorts of errors, having to reinstall and
Yeah.
all sorts
Yeah,
of
I
stuff.
heard about that.
Yeah, I ended up with a Pojam. I had to zip up my freaking League of Legends install and send it to him so he could get it to work. Which is kind of silly, because I got mine to patch fine, and his didn't, so... Did that and went to bed, because it took 3 hours to upload it to him.
Jeez, that's a lot. But yeah, the patches are getting bigger, but also they had to delay everything because they wanted to finally end the season. They probably had to put a lot of manpower into actually ending the season. And then Riven comes out and, hey look, rank games don't work.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Has there been a patch that they haven't broken something yet?
Sure. A lot of
Um,
little
Oh yeah,
ones.
oh yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of the little ones, they're good.
But every time there's a patch with a new champion, it seems like it's crashing.
yeah.
Something
that's a
breaks.
new champion, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So every few months.
Like, I'm pretty sure the QA team all uses Alienware because they're sponsored, right? So they just say, oh, like, great, works all for us. Let's
Yeah.
patch it out. And we're like, well, we don't use Alienware, we use better stuff.
Take that, Alienware!
So then, yeah, stuff comes up. There's a lot of different hardware out there, so...
Yeah.
I can understand the frustrations of patching because very few games... That's very creepy, Vaniel. But
It is very
few
creepy.
games-
That's why I have my eyebrow cocked.
I can't even finish my point.
I was thinking the same thing of
I was like, wow.
my thought process has just been shot.
What are
Oh,
you
come
doing?
on, you guys have never
Spin
even
around.
seen Goonies? Come on.
Oh, that one's not going to work.
Everybody's doing the same thing. It's just a WTF in chat right now.
I'm sorry, okay?
You should be.
Damn right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, with at least we got something out of this ranked games going down. And yeah, I lost my train of thought too because I'm looking at my own picture. No, I mean, at least we got normal drafts now and it's staying and we don't, people have been asking for it for a long time. And people have been asking for it for a long time and we finally got it and they've confirmed now 6-7 hours ago now that it's going to stay. So pretty happy about that.
Sweet. That's kind of nice. But there's still no observer mode.
Nope.
Sorry, I just gotta
Okay,
throw that
we
in
get
there.
it.
I mean,
Very important.
they've got to
Yeah,
be
I-
working on it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, something else with the Riven patch, too. People have been saying that their FPS is going down, and I see in chat some people brought it up, but my FPS also went down a little bit. I've noticed it. I'm now only averaging about 300 FPS instead of like 325. So I've noticed it.
Sure.
I've really noticed it.
Oh, you poor
Oh,
baby.
the horror! For the love of God, let me jump on my grenade for you. You poor soul.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm done.
I'm at a steady 60, but I found actually Baron No Name linked me to an FPS fix that might be able to help you guys out.
What is it?
Basically, if you mess with the priorities that the actual client runs at, you can set it to a higher priority over the background stuff, and
Wait,
it
it's
will
not
dedicate.
already set by default as a high priority application?
Apparently not. Let me look up.
Nice.
I'll link this to you guys here. But try this out if you're actually running any kind of
Anything.
FPS issues.
Yeah, any kind of game running at a higher priority will always make it better.
Yeah, so you can launch the LOL launcher itself below normal, but then when you start up the game, it actually exits that instance and goes back above normal, so that your actual gameplay footage, not the tracker in the background, will have a higher priority within your system processes, and that should dedicate more processing to your FPS.
Yes, very interesting.
I put everything to very high, and I streamed it at 60 FPS, and I couldn't do that before. I could only do it at medium. So
really?
I think it works at least for me. So.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, if you're the background, yeah.
That was one of the I was worried that maybe my machine wasn't fast enough when I'd be streaming League of Legends games. It'd be going at like 30, 28 kind of thing. But if I'm not streaming, then it's 60. And so if I can do this little tweak, then it might get me 90 regular and then 60 streaming.
You don't need more than 50.
Yeah. But the higher you see that FPS number go, the bigger your penis feels. That's all that matters. Or the bigger your boobs feel if you're a girl. If you
I don't
like
think it
boobs.
quite works that way.
I don't know.
All right, on to the next one.
Before I dig myself a bigger hole.
Yes,
onward.
foot in mouth. Continuing on.
So they did a Stealth remake update?
Yes. Yes, there's
I thought they redid the Stealth remake. Didn't they just redo the Stealth
remake?
They did a remake and then they remade it before they released it to us.
So they remade the remake and then they released it.
Yeah, there's a huge...
No, they haven't released it yet. I'm just saying it's
on the way.
Yeah, they remade
They've been talking about it more.
So fill us in, dude.
Go ahead, Rebel, since you read this.
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
We were looking it over, and let me put on my vision again so that I can actually read my notes here. The general problem with long-term stealth was that there was no way for your opponents to get an inkling of, basically how you were playing, what you were doing. So what that led to was a very claustrophobic gameplay, because you're basically boxed in by an invisible enemy. So they didn't really like that. Because, stealth is stealth. I mean, you could go scout everything and they'd have no idea you were there. And there isn't really any other matching mechanic that's constant and easy to use like that.
Yeah, there's no counter to it exactly.
Yeah, you can put down wards, you can do other stuff, but you can't get, dynamic updates to information whenever you want. You can't... I mean, there just isn't anything like that. So... when they remade it, they're like, yeah, we worked all this time on that, and, we're just gonna kind of get rid of all that and do something else. But, yeah, I guess they didn't like it, so how they're doing it now, Evelynn and Twitch are permanently stealth when they rank their stealth level 1 abilities. However, Evelynn and Twitch can be seen when they're within a certain range of another unit, and they have little UI tips when they get closer. Like red is they can see you, yellow is you're getting kind of close to them, and green is you're good.
You're stealth and you can't be seen.
The vision distance is the stealth is slightly more than what they can see at, so you can still stalk people, but you can't
stalk them,
run up and rape them.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is most games when they do stealth, they do once you start attacking, you break stealth for usually a substantial period of time.
Yeah.
But they're only doing it, what they have now right there is for 2 seconds. Whenever you attack, you're broken out of stealth. So presumably that means when you auto attack, use an ability, something like that, for 2 seconds you're in stealth and then you're back again. Which, I mean, say you're harassing an opponent, that's really powerful. Because, 2 seconds you think of your ability cooldowns. You can use that, run, and then you can just they have no idea where you could possibly be. So that's going to be a really powerful gameplay, especially when you throw into not just 1 versus 1, but get 2 or 3 other people there. You have no idea where that other person could be. They could be anywhere at any given moment.
So, Nasty, does this sound like a familiar hero from Heroes of Newerth?
Stealth Assassin, is it?
Yeah, Nighthound.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same as Nighthound after he queues his level 6.
But the problem is, I can see that new stealth working for Twitch, but Eve, who's melee, and you said that when you get in range, they can see you, so it doesn't matter if you re-stealth after 2 seconds, because you have to be in their faces hitting them.
Yeah.
You can't run out, because they'll see you anyways. You can't harass as Eve.
I wonder if that's part of the remake.
Yeah, they are talking about giving her they're gonna give her stun back, but they're talking about giving her a short step stun, sort of a little blink or something like that. So, yeah, there you go. It gets her in there, but it doesn't get her back out. So, I mean, you're right. Twitch can just walk away, get some mobility, and just run. And Meanwhile, Evelyn's probably going to have to rely more on Flash than other champions now.
So wait, does that mean when Shaco stealths to attack someone, they're going to see him too?
No, they're going to. Well, they're going to. They're changing Shaco stealth to an invisibility, which is going to be different. So stuff like wards and things are still going to be able to see him, but they're changing the mechanics so that things like Teemo's Shrooms, the Jack in the Boxes, and Shaco when he uses Deceive are all going to be a new class of stealth. It's going to be called invisibility, and it's going to be treated the same way as it is now.
Cool.
I assume that it's going to be the same for Vayne, for Akali, and for Talon as well for their temporary stealth moves.
If they do that for Akali, it's going to kill her.
Well, I think
No,
they're differentiating
they're gonna
stealth
treat it-
from invis, right? Those are two
Right.
separate things now.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. I see,
Exactly.
okay.
So Shaco and Akali and them will have invisibility, and then Evelyn and Twitch will have stealth, along with another stealth champion that they said they're working on, but it's out there for a while. I don't know when that's coming, but
Oh, perfect. That sounds good.
yeah.
Bottom line, I mean, people know how to deal with this from Han, so it's not going to be impossible for people to adjust.
Oh, right. I mean,
It
people
will
are
just
going to
take us a
adjust
while.
just fine. It's just going to be it's going to be really frustrating at the beginning, especially for people that don't follow it really closely. But for pros, I mean, they're already going to be figuring out what they have to do. They're going to be playtesting it. They're going to be,
Yep.
you
It's
know,
just
they're going to
more
be
work.
using the character to see what they can do, to see practically where they can expect someone to be. I mean, it's like playing a first-person shooter. After a little while, you can kind of, if someone runs around a corner or runs behind something, you can kind of guess where they're going to go with a fairly high certainty. I think it's going to end up being something like that for a lot of games. So, but it'll be really interesting because then you can do other things that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. It'll be interesting and to see if it breaks on
Demon.
other abilities like teleporting or other things like that.
Everybody's looking at me right now, and I have no clue what's going on.
You just kind of slid in there from nowhere.
I know. I vanished. Oh Lord, I am that vanishing deductible. I'm going to fade away. No, I just ran inside to check on the kids real quick, but everybody is asleep.
Good.
We're dead.
There is a
You're
certain
supposed to be
place in hell.
reassuring.
There's a certain place in hell for people like you. And
As
I'm
long as I
sending
can
you
have
there.
my hat.
It's right next to the one for you. Well, he gets a couch in his.
I get a recliner, thank you.
So
So anyway, on to the next discussional topic.
Just the amusingness, I just want to throw in the Skarner teleport and cleanse exploit. Because that's
It is
hilarious.
I'm
It
pretty
actually
sure it
works
was
with,
hotfixed
Gangplank,
already,
too.
but
Yeah, it works with Gangplank also.
Gangplank too. Oh man, that's.
Yeah, well, it's not an instant kill with that,
Oh
but
yeah,
Yeah,
not like Skarner is.
explain to us what it is.
Somebody.
you want to do it, or Sean, you want to, or
Well, the one with Gangplank, I'll take Gangplank since I actually got to witness this firsthand. But if you take Cleanse, or you take, well, for instances of Gangplank, you take your oranges, and you got Teleport, for some strange reason, the game actually takes Teleport as a debuff, because I guess it disables everything you can do. And if you cleanse yourself with your oranges, it'll pop the debuff, and of course, you know what happens at the end of the teleport, you teleport. So you pop teleport, you pop your oranges, and bam, you're gone. You're just out of there. So I actually got to play with a Gangplank that did that. He was just zip-zagging in and around everywhere. It's just like, oh, we're under attack. Bam, there he is. Like, wow. Like, he throws out an ult, like, okay. Then he just teleports to a ward right beside you, like, oh, hi. And, face is ruined. Yeah. The Skarner one is more interesting, though, so I think Vaniel knows more about that one.
Yeah, go Vaniel.
yeah, I mean it was the same sort of idea, except you'd put a ward like at your fountain, and you just put a ward there, go out, ulti someone, hit teleport back to the ward at your fountain, and hit your cleanse, and boom, they'd get lasered and die, and you'd get a kill.
And when he said they get lasered and die, it would literally like drag the person from wherever they were on the map to your fountain.
Yep.
Like just like
Yes.
like
Yeah.
you just see,
And they
they
would
just
get
see the
lasered.
screen just go whoosh, fountain dead. It's like
Yep.
ouch.
Anybody see the was it Hot Shot that had that done to him? All you saw was what? And then he's dead.
Yeah, that's got to be kind of like, what the hell just happened? Why am I in their base?
His face was obviously Vaniel's picture.
Yes.
My face when Skarner ulted. Yes.
Good old programming. But yeah, so those are the two heroes that can actually abuse those. It's actually quite funny. You could probably do similar timing with like a blitz grab, but it's a little harder. You got less of a window to do it in.
They fixed the bug yesterday. They hot fixed it, but I believe, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that the blitz flash trick still works though. I know at one point they fixed it, but I thought they brought it back, where you hit someone with your grab and then flash back to your turret, and it would drag them all the way to your turret. That was kind of fun back in the day. I don't know if it's still around.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I just linked you guys actually a video. It's not League of Legends, but it's Heroes of Nerith back when they introduced Gauntlet, and he had a similar kind of idea, but he would grab onto someone and then bug out the whole coordinate system, and then they just fly to base. But actually, they fly to 0-0 on the map, and it's done to the Trollolo music. It's actually quite funny, but that's kind of the idea of what Skarner does. He grabs someone, and then he'll teleport back to the base, and you just go right through everything.
Yeah, we're watching it now, the video you linked.
I will put it on the stream in just a second.
Yeah, and once it gets loaded up and stuff, we'll throw it up on our background. Is it 480? 480?
It's a similar idea. It's just you're bugging out the coordinate systems, and you're taking advantage that you're attaching one unit to another. And yeah, hopefully that will be resolved soon. They fixed this gauntlet issue, so they'll probably fix all this stuff otherwise. Imagine that in a tournament though. It's just like bam, take the enemy carry back to base. Now it's a 4-on-5. It's a little overpowered. Are you guys really deep into that video? Jeez.
Yeah, we're like,
We're obsessing over the video. Why
Yeah.
has my voice decided to crash on me all of a sudden?
Yes, why has it? Too much Viagra?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Seriously, my voice just like took a shit on me. But
Drink some more water.
I will
Obviously,
drink
it's
some more
helping.
water. So while I get
Vandio actually just linked the Skarner one, so a real video for it.
Yeah.
By SK Borson.
yeah,
Yeah, was that the
Boom.
one we saw?
yeah,
Yeah, that was hilarious.
that was the one we saw. It was very entertaining.
That's great.
Damn it!
All right.
So
Those
onward.
are your-
We're on to basically Vaniel. You take it over
Vaniel,
now
go.
with your big
Shit.
ass
I mean-
long thing while I get this little gauntlets can fly video.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Biggest thing, hot fix today. Riven was hot fixed. She got buffed quite a bit. Her base stats got a little bit of a boost. Her attack speed was increased. Base armor was increased. They also increased her ratios, her attack damage ratios on her moves. So, Broken Wings, which is her Q, they're upped that to 0.7 from 0.6. Not too much of an increase, but it is noticeable. Key Shout, her stun, they decreased the cast time to 0.25 instead of 0.5. I don't know why they just didn't make it instant at that point, but whatever.
Very weird, yeah.
Yeah,
If they
I
have
mean,
a cast time, generally you can't move while doing it, right?
If
right,
it's
but
channeling,
0.2
yeah.
seconds isn't much at all. So
True.
I don't know why they really did it. And then Valor, her shield, they increased the amount of damage that gives her, or that she can take, and they decreased the cooldown, which is kind of nice. And then Wind Slash, her ultimate, again, they decreased the cast time to 0.25 instead of 0.5. And then Missile Speed, they increased that a little bit by 10%. So she's got a nice buff. A lot of people are happy about him. I am too. I think she's a pretty good champion. She's really fun to play, but she's just really underwhelming. And I think this helps her out a bit. We already talked about the normal draft mode coming. Unchained Alistair. People have been wondering when that's coming. They still haven't told us when that's coming, but they did say it will be free.
Nice.
Yay.
I think
So
it's a bribe.
anybody that so anybody that wants the Alistair skin, I don't know how to get it. They haven't said anything, but I will say that it probably, and it may have something to do with the Golden Joystick Award that they're eligible for. So if you haven't voted, go out there and vote, because possibility that they'll give us something like that. Last year they gave us a free rune page since they won. They've given us stuff like UFO. They gave us UFO Corky at one point. I
love UFOs.
Well, no, UFO Corky that they gave away at one point for that. So go out there and vote. Golden Joystick Award. Maybe we'll get the Unchained Alistair skin. Even if they don't win, I assume that they'll somehow find a way to give it to us, because they're not just going to let it sit out there.
We'll throw out a link in chat for where people can go and vote. So
Yes.
Probably on the League of Legends site. I'm
yeah,
just
you should
checking.
be able to
Oh
go
yeah,
there for
I'm
straight
sure
vote.
League of Legends isn't pushing it at all. They don't want that golden joystick thing.
And I put it out there, and I put the link out there in chat that is from a red saying that it's going to be free. A lot of people have been complaining about First Blood and Legendary. Like, no one's been saying... I mean, when you get First Blood, it just says that the champion has slain someone else. Everyone thought that maybe they removed it because they thought maybe it was too graphic. I don't know, kids. I don't know. Some stupid thing like that. They did confirm, however, that it is just a bug. They're working on trying to fix it. May not be soon. Maybe next patch if they fix that, but it is being fixed. So when you face roll noobs, you'll still be able to hear that you went Legendary and you got First Blood and all that.
Nice.
A rumor I heard, and it's actually out on the League of Legends wiki now, and I'll go ahead and link that in chat, that my favorite item in the entire game might become...
Calling shenanigans.
Calling shenanigans.
It's the Innervating Locket, and really excited about that. In my opinion, it was one of the best items in the game.
Too
I
strong.
don't know how they will change it. I assume that they're going to have to tone it down from what it used to be back in the day, because Udyr and Gragas and Alistair and Sona, those champions were just insanely overpowered with it. If you don't know what the Innervating Locket is, go to that wiki link that I put up there in chat, and you can see what it does. It used to, back in the day, give everyone around you 50 health and 20 mana every time you used an ability. So you can imagine someone like Udyr, switching stances, just stancing, and basically healing his entire team up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got Gragas, who... Yeah, well, he's Gragas. So... And also, there's apparently another bug, and I don't know how anyone would reproduce this, but if Elise Sin uses Safeguard on Nocturne at the same time Nocturne is using his ulti on someone, and the Fiddlesticks uses his Crow...
The game crashes.
It insta-gibs both the Lee Sin and the Nocturne for some reason. So, I don't know. I do not know if they fixed that. I don't think they have. They're investigating it, but if you want to...
You gotta love being in the games where they figured that out. It's like, alright, go, Ant. Wait, what?
What just happened? Now, apparently I've heard some counts where Lee Sin will follow the Nocturne all the way to whoever Nocturne ulti, but I don't know if that's true or not. So it may be a double bug right there.
If you extend the same logic, right, as the Skarner ult, you are chained to a hero. There used to be that teleport bug, right? Where you could, if you teleported to town while Lee Sin was jumping you, he would actually fly all the way to follow you, like across the map even, all the way to the tower, or wherever you teleported to.
Yeah.
So the same kind of logic would probably apply. Which means it probably is just the same bug.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with the same thing. And last but not least, Diablo 3 beta started today. So if any of you have an extra beta key, give it to me, not anyone else.
Screw you! I want it.
I will give you RP.
See all these cards I bought for the show, they will be yours.
My random counter will become much less so.
Yeah. It'll randomly count one person.
Yeah,
So.
I'm still waiting for my beta.
Well, I guess that about does it for our topics today. So we'll
MOBA champions.
go for, and we go ahead and ask the chat to ask us any questions while we discuss
Nasty.
things with Nasdi here. Well,
Yes, and one more thing. I just want to throw it out there one more time. If you're not in chat, get in chat because I'm going to start pulling names for these RP cards. Do it now.
I will go ahead and tweet that. Now,
Give me about 2 minutes just to close on Dota 2.
Oh, you asshole!
Jerk.
How? No! Start talking. You don't get the chance to close shit down.
We could just do it but at the same time. I mean, or we could just, like, blather and...
Blather. No,
Blather.
not blather.
Blather.
Well then, why don't we ask the chat for some questions?
Yeah.
So,
Or
did
if,
we skip Riven? No, we didn't skip Riven.
We didn't skip Riven, did we?
That's an old message. Don't worry about that, guys.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that, 10:52. It's
Hey,
like
hey.
8 minutes. Oh, that's 8 minutes. It's ancient.
My question is, shut up. That's not a question. Damn, 92. But, I mean, Mr. Demon Machine, I think it's time for your ranting section.
Observer mode.
Alright.
I already did a rant about that.
Dance, monkey!
There's not too much I can say yet about Dota 2.
Right.
Should be anything to say, yeah.
Well, we've been talking with Ice Frog and Toby One, and we had the Ice Frog let us make some guides for Dota 2. Hopefully, if they like the guides, they will be implemented in the game,
Really?
like Han style guides.
Wow.
Nice.
We also,
Nice.
well, we're thinking of making a tutorial for new players, which Toby One proposed to play it first every time he was gonna broadcast. So every single tournament,
I
the
see.
tutorial we make would be, playing before the tournament itself.
It's like the Noob Informer, so if you're watching this for the first time, you'll have an idea of what
Exactly.
the hell's
Yeah.
going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always a good
So-
idea.
Well, what would probably be a better way of implementing that would be starting the tournament and then like having under there, if this is your first time ever watching this, check out this video before you continue, kind of thing, to where somebody could just, before they continue on
you
the
missed the
tournament,
action.
they can just go watch that video real quick, even if it's in the middle of the tournament. So it's not
they
just
should,
they
they
don't
should
have to
play
catch
it
at the
first
beginning.
and then put that option.
Yeah, something like that.
That'd be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
So,
But MOBA Champions has a busy, let's say, month.
yeah.
I'm guessing that's when the NDA should be lifted, hopefully.
Nice.
But not certain yet. That's something only Ice Frog and Valve can confirm.
Yeah.
We're hoping for a month, maybe 2, and NDA should be lifted. So a lot of videos are going to be coming out. Hopefully MOBA Champions will have something ready, up and running for you guys.
Score.
Any announcements we'll be announcing here as
well.
early as often as we do the show. Or you can follow the various ones of us on Twitter to follow our various announcements also. Yes, those. Because if I stick my hand up here, it will get eaten by the screen gods.
Yeah.
And then soon I will have no arm.
Nom nom.
Yes. Jester is the screen god.
Apparently.
I have the hat.
Yes, he does.
So I guess before we get to the user questions, do we have any shout-outs? Jester, I will let you go first, and I will not interrupt you until you say you're done. So go ahead.
You sure? You've screwed up everything else today.
You can go fuck yourself then!
Harsh.
Yes. So continue, I will be quiet now.
Well, hanging out with Nasdi, MOBA Champions. You didn't want to talk about your project with Diomenius, Nasdi?
Not yet.
Okay, so
You don't
we
want
got something like that. I'll be working with them on that MOBA Weekly. Got the CSN stuff coming up. I was hanging out with the MOBAcast guys last night, so they have some plans for stuff down the future. Of course, being here on Beyond the Rift is always a pleasure, and free shout out to Heavy D. I got to meet him 2 weeks ago, and I'll probably never meet him again.
He mentioned you came to an interview in sandals, I think I heard.
Yeah, I wear sandals year round.
Okay,
It's
just
summertime.
continue. I'm not interrupting. Continue.
Fair enough. But other than that, just check out the, more stuff out by me. I will rejuvenate my YouTube at one point, whenever I get around to it. But other than that, it's just been crazy networking. So, just happy to be here and, get my name on one more show. It's fun times hanging out with you guys. And that green screen just looks beautiful back there.
Yes.
Thank you.
You guys are getting closer and closer to being all professional.
I know. We're
Yeah,
working on it.
almost. If we can get these technical bugs,
I'm gonna work on that this week. It's gonna be epic next
please
week.
do.
Yes,
and
I will destroy our technical difficulties.
And so now that like 90% of the major construction is done, I can finally start thinking about something else, like the show more, because it was all like, how am I gonna light this or how am I gonna build that? And so, like
So
all the
we're
other stuff I was
interrupting-
supposed to be doing for the show just
Aren't we
went.
interrupting him?
Yes. Well, didn't you? You kind of passed it off to us.
No,
didn't
he
you
didn't say
Yeah,
it was done.
it's good. Don't worry.
It's good.
Twitter.com.
You are within arm's reach right now, and I'm a lot bigger than you.
Only mildly. You're a lot stronger though.
Yes, I know. So yeah, now that I can actually focus on networking and doing the show and getting the pros back on and stuff like that, because we have this lovely setup now. Yay! So
Yeah, it'll only get better from here.
that's my water, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, it can only get better from here,
In theory.
and yeah, until it gets hot again, and then we'll have to think of something to do.
Air conditioning.
2 air conditioners, maybe. I just want to ask, does anybody, chat or not, hear the air conditioning in the background?
Really? We're asking that?
No.
Okay, I mean, I just want to make sure it wasn't like there's this slight hum that everybody's been hearing the whole
Please,
time. It's been
Skype.
driving them insane. So,
Skype will kill it. Awesome.
yeah. So,
Okay, well, I'm going to give away some riot points real quick. Can I, please?
Do it, boy.
no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, everyone.
Yes.
Apparently our viewers are like, yeah! All right.
No, the first one, first riot point goes to Halel. Hey, Heil. My hand is upraised.
Heil?
Halel. I don't know how to say your name, but you win.
What are you?
Halo.
Halo. Halo.
Halel.
Halo.
So-
Type it out in chat.
Yeah, type it out.
Halel.
Because it'll get to them in chat before you actually say it, so it'll be like that drum roll,
Yeah. And it
There we go.
is Halo.
I typed it for you.
Yes.
In red.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I forgot about all those commands. Is it Control K to
Yep.
get colors? That's right.
Control K for
So, Halel, I will be
1.5.
typing you the code in its own little chat box, so no one else can try and steal your code, because I know people are shady like that.
Yeah.
We're not.
actually
Yeah,
send it to
shady.
Nazdi, and Nazdi will send it to
All right. All right. So that's our first one.
That's our first one.
We got another
Nazdi, do you have any shout-outs?
No, shoutouts to BL Gaming, well played, everyone who's trying to make the best out of these games. The esports is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
This could be the best year to be a PC gamer.
Yes.
It's great.
I think it is.
I just hope it gets better, because right now it seems like all the PC games are taking over all the console games and the tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly because the PC gaming
It's
systems have become reasonable again. There was a point in
For their
time
money,
where a
yeah.
lot of the games were really demanding on the hardware specs, and so now they've kind of caught up to where the prices come down enough to where your average Joe can still afford to get, the rig that can play it. Because, playing Bad Company 2 a year and a half ago or something was quite a task when you didn't have a quad core and all you had was a 9600 GSO, and it didn't really run. But now it runs great.
Yep. The march of technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also off
So-
topic, I can't wait for Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And Battlefield 3 is coming out
Oh,
October
God.
27th, 21st.
Gears of War 3 just came out.
Gears of War
Yes.
3. Yeah.
Although, it's not for PC, though, is it?
No.
Still, it's a big title. Like, Twitter's been going crazy over it.
God, so many games coming out. You need save your money. There's like at least $300 worth of games coming out.
Yeah.
If not a lot more.
That is...
Batman, Arkham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2, come on, guys.
Guild Wars
Guild
2,
Wars
I'm looking
2.
forward to that.
Terra coming out as well.
Oh my god.
Oh! Okay, you want a quick
Fire.
rant? I got a quick rant.
All right, quick rant.
I was driving a car today on a test drive, and I followed a GMC Terrain. I would like to go ahead and apologize to all you foreigners out there who are trying to learn the English language, so we just, like, keep bending you over and fucking you, because none of this shit makes any sense. There are so many sayings and phrases that have no particular meaning or use. And so you follow behind a car and you look at it and you say, terrain. Huh, it must be dirt. You know, what the hell? Why do you come up with such random-ass names? Car companies drive me insane.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I was like. What kind of rant is this? It's like the oranges, they're the wrong color.
they are. They are the wrong color. I really hope my neighbors don't hear me too well.
They don't.
No, they don't, because the police aren't here yet.
That's
The
another
kids
story.
are not awake.
Yeah, the kids aren't. Well, they were never awake anyway.
No, they were never awake anyway.
Yeah, that's another story for another time. Maybe it'll be its own show. Maybe we'll
No,
get,
I don't think it will be.
later this year, maybe we'll get them on when they come in.
Yes. That will be a first on a show to have the police come to our door to tell us to quiet down, and we will have them join us on the show for a few minutes.
Yeah,
while
I'm sure with the popularity of League of Legends, we can get them to say something.
Yeah, they might know something. Probably we'll have played it, and then we'll get their phone number on their team, and then they'll join the show the next time, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
has happened
yeah.
every other time they've ever showed up.
Just say you know Forgo Jester, they'll leave you alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's my ace in the hole.
Yeah, we'll say it's like, hey, that guy with the hat.
Yes, the
Yeah.
crazy hat person.
Crazy
I
hat.
command you to leave.
You know, that would just be priceless if you see us stop and we both look over that way and we say, like, hello, officer. What do you guys should just be like, we command you to leave now.
You're killing esports, man.
Exactly.
Nice, nice. So, Vaniel, how goes the,
Is the second RP card coming for auction or giveaway?
in Russia?
For
so
auction, yes, I will be auctioning off.
$10 in RP
$10
cards.
RP cards.
$50.
Starting at $10.
Start the bidding. Yeah, we're gonna start the bidding at $20. And the number is 2, which is, oh, look at that! It is Mr. Don. Down.
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 Get down. But
To the chopper.
yes, I do actually want to give a big shout out to our viewers because
Yes.
we have had a very consistent number of viewers lately, and you guys rock for being here every show.
And dealing
And-
with our technical difficulties.
Yeah, and dealing with everything that we'd have, and you have fun with us and stuff like
And
that.
dealing with him and his rant about the names of cards.
Yes, and all me talking about random
EMC
shit.
terrain.
Yeah. And thank you, Nosdi, for joining us tonight on
Yes.
extreme short notice.
Yes, extreme short notice being like 10 minutes after the show was supposed to start. We asked him to come on.
Anytime.
Alright, guys, we go live
Anytime
at
you guys
10.
need.
Yeah.
Ask him at 10:10 to come on the show.
Yes, exactly.
Anytime we're gonna have some big news, I'll try to make it here and actually announce everything here.
Good.
Yeah.
You're welcome on the show anytime, even if we're in the middle of the show and you have an announcement. Feel free to call up and
Yeah,
screw
just
up
give
my
us a
overlay.
call. Yeah, we don't mind. Cool.
I
We're
mean,
used
my
to it.
overlay's always screwed up, so I mean, what's the use? It's better if it's screwed up for a good reason.
Yes.
Is the key word there?
We like it. We like good reasons.
Yeah, keep checking MOBA Champions. The
Yep.
next few weeks should have a lot of news.
It's MOBA-champions.com,
Yes.
That dash
The
is
whole site is being remade.
very important.
and it looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you've seen it. There's
Yes. I like it.
a lot of changes are gonna happen to MOBA Champions, and a lot of new big well, let's say partnerships are being signed with different people.
Nice.
Nice.
Signed
Things are
like
picking up.
with paper and legally
Exactly.
binding contracts.
Exactly.
Ignore
No, they
French
use
law.
cardboard over there at Mobile Champions.
Exactly.
They use their skin that they have killed off of small.
Rabbits.
No,
I have rabbits in my yard.
they use the skin from Rise
Dude,
of
they're
Immortals
everywhere.
players.
Rise of
Time
the
for
World.
some stew.
Yes.
Some stew.
I should.
So I had
They're
them
freaking everywhere.
with
in
some
my yard.
fava beans and a nice
Fava bean.
Chianti. Yes. We was watching Silence of the Lambs the other day. So, all of you children who have never seen that, you should go watch it and then be creeped out for at least 5 minutes. Although, movies these days. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess that about ends our show. Anybody else have anything to say? We never got to the viewer questions. Viewer questions.
Yeah, what were they?
Anybody
weren't
have any
any.
viewer questions, or did they? Our support staff that's supposed to be gathering these questions is failing hard today. Kumite and Kumite and Pojam are currently running support staff right now, so this is your shout out and your fail out. fail out all at the same time.
That's all right. Since you're about 8-10 seconds behind us, if you have
Yeah.
any questions, type them in the chat. Especially if you have questions for any of our guests.
Yeah.
Especially the one on your far right, our Mobile Champions Nasty,
Yes.
or Forecourt, or Vaniel, who has every skin that you can get in the store, and then some. So yeah,
I have 10 heroes now.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. You're moving up in the world.
I know. I'm getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I had a question for Vanyo. Like, with the Unchained Alistar, is that going to be a free skin they give everyone, or does that also unlock Alistar for everyone?
If they work it the way they did UFO Corky back when they won some contest a couple years ago, it will be unlock the skin and the champion.
So everybody
if
gets
you
Alistar.
right. So if you don't have him yet, I'd probably hold off until you know exactly how and when you can get him. And yeah, so don't spend IP on him.
Okay, I
It'll
won't.
unlock both.
Okay, good.
Who doesn't like a
I
battle
do
tab?
want to go ahead and address Heavy D's question here. Is peanut butter considered a natural lubricant? I'm
And
not.
we need more information whether you're talking about the natural kind that separates or the other kind, because the one with hydrogenated oil is definitely not.
Yeah,
not the
it
one that
depends on the
separates.
peanut butter that you're talking about. So,
So you have to be a
Also-
bit more specific.
you have to clarify.
But
As you can tell, it sounds like they've both tried it on each other.
oh baby. So
Also,
we also.
allergies. Yeah.
Yes, peanut butter allergies.
Oh
are
yeah,
bad, too.
that would be.
It
that-
gets 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
Also want to make an announcement. MOBA Champions is actually looking for help right now.
What kind of
We need editors, we need graphic designers, we need actually that's pretty much all we need for now.
Editors and graphic
Editors and
designers
graphic
are
designers.
Yep.
very nice.
So what
Uh,
should they do? Email you?
Yeah, how do they get in touch?
Yeah, how do they get in touch with you? Should they just go on IRC and hit you up in the Mobile Champions IRC channel?
Either go to found MOBA-Champions on IRC QuakeNet, or there should be something on the website. Let me check, even though it's being remade.
For Panda's questions, what do editors do? They generally edit things.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Thanks for clearing that.
Either send me an email at nasd@moba-champions.com and I'll respond to you with any questions you have. Well, with the answers.
Indeed.
I just
No, you
spelled your
cannot
name
be the
in there just in
mascot.
case.
I have the funny hat. I'm the mascot.
Yeah. Yes, he is. All right.
So let's see.
Why Teemo isn't often played in tournament or 5 vs 5s?
Because he sucks.
He brings nothing to the team.
I
What?
mean, he can't even blind a blind monk, so come on.
So
All right. So he isn't very good for group play, but what about individual fights or?
what for, give us a more elaborate explanation that's short but elaborate.
Wait, for me or Nasty?
Either one, you guys both kind of fielded that question, so take
That's
Oh,
it.
I haven't seen a useful Teemo except one person who can actually play that champion. And you can all guess who it is.
You.
No.
Oh.
The Rain Man.
Great man.
He has no stuns, no slows, except the mushrooms, I guess. But since they're being nerfed, so he's going to be less and less useful now.
So they're going to debuff him into Oblivion and then overpower him with another buff and then go back to normal.
Probably
Like
That's
the
actually
normal.
one thing I hate about Riot. You can say it's a good thing because the game keeps changing, so it's never the same boring
Yeah.
farm. But like, there's so many champions that are useful for 2 weeks, and then the next 2 weeks you're never gonna see them in queue.
I can conspiracy theory that out for you. Because you need to buy the current champ that is the strongest one out there. And they can't have them all be or they can't have the 5 ones, being the same. Because then
And
you get
also-
your 5 champions and that's it. You never buy anymore. But if they keep changing, then you'll keep spending RP to buy the newest, best champion.
Yeah, and we also had some thoughts on Flash and Dominion. We're gonna go with Dominion first on it.
What?
Dominion. Flash, we have two separate questions. One about Flash, one about
Oh,
Dominion. We're gonna go with
okay.
Dominion first.
I was wondering English if that was what you were talking.
Yes. Well, sometimes. So, I mean, we pretty much covered it in our past shows. Pretty much everyone's really looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to be great.
Yes,
A lot of
Flash is
fun.
going to be an awesome spell.
Yeah, Flash, absolutely. But, I mean, Dominion, it's like Jester's seen or played some of it, if I remember. Right?
I've played what?
Dominion? Or did you just see it
No,
when they
not
were
me,
playing?
man.
Oh,
I don't live in EU and go over there to try it at Gamescom. Not me.
No.
I thought they had
And
MLG.
PAX was the same weekend I was at MLG, so
Oh.
because
Yeah,
they
maybe
didn't
it was
have
when-
it.
Oh, they had
MLG.
it at
We were
PAX,
doing
that's right.
like esports at MLG.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, everyone we've talked to that's played it has really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
So it's just going to be fun.
think it'll
Straight
be a
up.
huge game changer for the whole esports. It might be what saves LO or League of Legends from Dota 2 if Dota 2 turns out to be the monster that it's going to be.
It'll be something to differentiate League of Legends from
Yeah,
Dota 2.
because I can predict
is
that,
always nice.
that Dota 2 is probably going to dominate the competitive 5-on-5, the heavy competitive side of it, because since it's Dota 2 and there's not really much that they have to come up with like new where it comes to characters or anything like that, they don't have to worry about too much in the balancing department because it's already been balanced for 10 years, or they've been balancing it for 10 years. So they can focus on just making it perfect. And so League of Legends is not known for its balance nor its stability, so
Well, it's known
They have
for
to
its
be-
balance.
unique. No,
What?
no, it's not.
In comparison to some other games, yes.
Well,
Like what?
not like... Yeah, like what? Rise of Immortals? Well, that's...
Well,
Barely
I mean, they
a
keep
MOBA kind of
working
thing.
on it, basically.
Yeah,
Right?
but it still doesn't... It's not very
I mean-
balanced in the end.
Yeah,
there's always-
individual fights.
you always got a
League
couple-
of Legends balances the game by releasing more stupid champions to make you forget about the balancing.
That's about right.
Yeah. So, anyway, I guess we'll take one more question, and then we will wrap things up. We will not give you Jester's hat, I presume.
No.
They can fight my wife for it, but they'll lose. So.
I've heard how she fights. It might not be a very good outcome for our viewers.
She's tough.
Yeah.
She is tough.
LOL isn't
Oh.
going anywhere.
She
No.
plays LOL now.
No,
Oh,
I don't...
nice.
Now, Kaji Tachibana...
Taichi Tachibana.
Tachibana. That's the way I want to say it.
I'll touch your banana. Wait.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, look at him.
I'm gonna go over here. Good thing you're not in the same room with me.
Rebel, do my
I
bidding.
wasn't suggesting that it's going to kill League of Legends. I was suggesting it might overpower the League of Legends 5-on-5 scene, where it'll just, you'll have Dota 2 with its 2 million viewers and League of Legends with its 100,000 viewers. Something like that.
250,000.
Or 250,000 at your best.
250,000 is still.
Yeah, it's nothing
Huge.
to shy away at. If I had 250,000 viewers right now, I would be shitting myself. So,
Maybe you do, and it's just wrong.
yes, and we are. Wait, what did you say?
Maybe we do, and the thing's just wrong.
Yes,
It's missing about 5 digits.
yes, we are
Outrageous.
obviously Aquafina sponsored.
Yes, obviously. All right,
So-
so yeah, looks
Yeah,
like we good to go. If
that about
anybody doesn't
covers
have
it?
any other points,
The only people League of Legends is going to lose are the hardcore pro gamers who will switch to Dota 2. And actually, the marketing strategy of Riot is working with a big $5 million pool. Even the pros are looking more at League of Legends now.
yeah, because they can see they can actually make money at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cha-ching.
Unless Dota 2 comes up with another stupid prize.
but Dota 2 only came out with $1 million for their beta tournament.
Yeah, imagine what they can do for
Yeah. I mean, they have Valve.
100 million.
Yeah. If that, oh my God, you better believe I'll quit my job. No, I won't actually quit my job, but I will damn well try.
you and everyone else.
So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and end the show there while we're still on a good note. We'll be hanging around, type and chat some more after this, so feel free to talk to
join
us.
us.
And,
And join us back next Tuesday, same time. You can always check us out, follow us on Twitter. We also do a show periodically throughout the week on a different channel, Noobishly Pro, where you can see
No, same channel.
same channel. What now?
Just it's all in Perfect Rain. It's
Yeah, it's
Perfect
all-
Rain's like the umbrella. We're actually going to be doing some more streaming on here too. More announcements on that next week because we're working out details with it now. But I do my Noobishly Pro, which is me playing with my kids and viewers. So if you guys want to
And
play,
we get, sometimes we get pro players to play with them, and it's great fun. Great fun. It's really entertaining.
Very entertaining to. Yes, my 4-year-old, since they did the character cycle, he picked Cho'Gath, and he was telling me how much he loves to make people bounce. So he was playing, I mean, against bots, because that's all we just play, because they're 4 and they're 7. But he loved to just run in there, and he got like 5 kills because he kept making them bounce. He'd make them bounce and he'd throw up on them, is what he said. So
nice.
Alrighty, well, we'll end with that, with the children saying Cho'Gath
bouncing throw up.
Yes.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks
have
for
a good
watching.
night. Enjoy the green screen. I hope you guys liked it too.
Yep. See you next week.